Paletteful Packs sent me another month of their premier Paletteful Packs box. So this is their top tier box. I'm very excited to open it up. We're gonna find out what's inside and then we'll make some art with it. POSCA pens! Oh, a big white one. I actually have my POSCA pen right here. But these are like big boys here. 1.8 to 2.5 millimeter POSCA pen. So we have a white, a blue, we have red. Oh, hey look. There's also green, light blue, also a yellow. We have a much thinner one. This is a 0.7 millimeter in the color black, as well as, what is this? What is happening on the end of this? The free size brush. Uni-POSCA in the color black. It's like a brush pen? What? Wait a minute. What? Maybe that's the end and that's like where you enter a cartridge and then... I don't know what you do with... What? What do you do? Is there instructions? Step 1, shake. Step 2, push on the top. I assume we take this off. Oh! It did something. How many times you gotta push it? Oh, I see a little something. I've never had a POSCA pen in brush form. Maybe this is why. We'll get it working. Let me just keep on. It's so bristly. I should be doing this in a sketchbook. What am I thinking? You can get a nice range of widths, but I don't really like the texture. Maybe if I can make it more saturated with the ink, it'll be smoother. And then of course you have your like thin POSCA pen, which are always handy. And this one's nice and thin, so maybe we can like do line art with it. And then this one you can get really fine lines. Yeah, boy. What else is in here? Did they give us some paper maybe? And this funny, what are these? Are these supposed to be in here? Are these like Miles Morales when he slaps these everywhere? I'm not big on tagging things, but maybe I can stick them around. Maybe on my lights or something would be fun. I've only used canvas boards a couple times, but I like them a lot more than just regular canvases. And I believe POSCA pens are very opaque, so that's gonna be really fun to like see them like pop out from that like dark background. Although we won't be able to use these two pens on that because that's so dark. And then what is this big chunk of wood? It's exactly what it is. An 8x10 wood panel. Ooh, it smells good. I love the smell of Home Depot. And then it's got like that canvasy bit. It's actually really nice. I kind of feel like this should be the top and this should be the bottom. Getting those vibes. I've never thought of using POSCA pens on wood before. That's some sturdy paper right there. Look at that. What's funny is paper is just, you know, ground up tree carcass. So these are very much the same thing, just one's flimsy. If you think about it. Let me get this box out of the way so I can think straight. So this is everything that came in the April Premier Pack Paletteful Packs box. A lot of P's in there. It's gonna take a few seconds to prep all of these markers. So let me do that and swatch them out as well. There we go. Ooh, look at that. So vibrant. How are you supposed to know when the white one starts working? What I think I'd like to do in the sketchbook before I go on either of these two panels here is I kind of want to just see how they like cover up pencil. I haven't used POSCA pens in a long time, like as a medium. Sometimes I'll use like one to like add a little bit of detail here, but I haven't used like all POSCA pens in a long time. So I'm gonna just see how well they like cover pencil, if they make it smudge, or if they just do a really nice coverage. Looks like just really good coverage. Look at how opaque those are. I love it. Now these pens also suit like a very simple style, so maybe I should try to simplify. Draw maybe my jelly bean art style. Let's see how we can color this guy. Now there's no purple, which is what I usually like to use for shading. How do I want to go about this? Maybe red for the hair. And then I kind of want like darker hair in the background. So I wonder if I took like blue over top while it's still wet. Okay, it doesn't necessarily work, but it looks alright. And then I can also use the dark blue for shading that too. And for skin, we can go like Simpson yellow here. Now you do actually see through the yellow a little bit, so I can actually just cover the whole thing. And then go over that with the thin black Posca here. Just outline everything. I kinda wish we had a pink for the cheeks. There we have our little kiddo. But I really have no idea how I would tackle something this large. Now it says these are blendable, so why don't I try that? So we got blue, then we have a light blue. Oh hey! Just gotta do it when they're still pretty wet. They gave me all the colors to make the logo! I really like this little girl missing her front teeth. So I'm gonna just draw her again. See what maybe her full body would look like. I'm gonna make the features a little bit lankier to give her that like preteen kind of look. She's always got that big smile. I think I'll make the hair even crazier. Like she doesn't brush it. Give her that kind of tomboy look. Hold up on the hem. So cute. Add some color. See if I want to change anything up a bit. I flattened the hat just a smidge. I wonder if I can blend the red with the white to get a pink. I did it! Hey! Hey now. Hey now. I do want to use the dark blue for all the shading though. I think that worked really well. And then while that's wet, add some red. Try to create a purple. I think I like her better without that yellow Simpson skin. And I can even use the white to even like fix some mistakes here. Probably should wait for that to completely dry though. Work on the overalls. Try to blend out this blue. Some nice red sneakers. Oops, that had blue on it. Then we can also use the white on the ends of it here. And then we can use yellow for the shirt since we're not using it for the skin. And then maybe use the green as the stripe color. Ooh, it's pretty thick though. So primary. Ooh, we could add a patch to the knee here. It's hard to add shading to like the stripes. Probably the best I can do there. Alright, there's my second go. I'm still uncertain about how I want to go about this because they're very different from like the style I would usually go for. So I'm really trying to think about this. Definitely working outside my comfort zone here. Not using a color for the skin tone might be kind of fun on this piece of wood because then the wood will show through. I kind of want to use this texture of the wood in some way. So like not filling in areas, maybe like the skin or something else would be a fun way to go about that. And then I can use white to like fill in some of these areas that I do want to be white. Let me just take a pencil though and sketch out some ideas, thinking with this wood panel in mind. So like, let me try some smaller thumbnails. It's an 8x10, so it's about that size. Let me think of a fun pose for our little girl to be in. Maybe something that shows the shoes off a little bit. Her little sneakers. We can make her overalls even baggier than they are right now. Then that big smile shows her missing front teeth. So I guess she's in 2nd grade. She ain't no preteen. Gotta kind of move this around. Fit that. That's the cool thing about a thumbnail. You don't have to stay inside your little borders. Whereas when you move on to the actual piece of wood here, you're gonna have to make sure the sketch is in the exact right spot. Try something else. What if she's like in a tree? Hanging upside down. Legs back there. Branch. Hands are over her head. Another interesting idea is if I do go with like a character in the middle of the canvas here and then just only color the outside of them. So use the Posca pens and create some kind of like texture around them, and then they are only drawn in with the black, so our 2 little black pens there. And then you just see the texture of the wood inside the character. Just kind of trying to brainstorm, see what ideas come to mind. It looks springy and Easter time, doesn't it? I don't think that's the way I want to go. I really just want to draw a mouth with no front teeth. that is calling to me. We could use these stickers. These are like smaller canvases. The blending is still kind of confusing me just a little bit. Keep putting the lids on the wrong markers. No, that was not right. Okay, got it. Oh wait, I wanted those blue eyes. Those are kind of cute. After doing this one, I don't really like the idea as much. I don't know if I just didn't put enough time into this one, but it looks a little freaky compared to that one, you know? I think it's all in the face. So maybe if I put a little bit more time into the face instead of rushing it, that could have helped. Oh, I think this mouth is bigger. Okay. That might be where the problem lies. She looks a little bit like a dog. She's like... I need to make some decisions here. Let me try thumbnailing some more ideas for this wood panel. Try something, let's simplify it even more maybe. See if we can get away without using too much line art. This is cute, but I don't think it's really what I was going for. Why does she have the little vest? Oh. Oh. Like a little fisherman's vest? What if she's a fisherman? Okay, see, now we're getting somewhere. Now she has some personality. Now she has a hobby. That's what she needed. So now, with that, I can kind of get a pose, maybe. Hey? Ooh, maybe if we do it horizontally. She can be like sitting there, kind of scrunched. Their fishing pole. That's kind of fun. Could be sitting on a dock. Just fishing. Yeah. Wow, that one little vest just took this in a whole new direction. Now the other idea would be if I have another, if I go vertically here again, she's standing in the background on the dock. Then you have that a little bit of foreshortening. You have the line coming along here with our fish. And then this angle will be where her face is. And she just sees it and she's like, yes, I caught a fish. But then I'm gonna get a little confused when it comes to colors because I've used almost every color. Actually, I think I did. I used every color in her character design. And if I want to use colors in the background, that's gonna get a little confusing. Actually, a lot confusing. I think I'm gonna do is move over to our wood canvas here. And then, now that I have this in front of me, I'm getting nervous. I'm thinking if I just draw a big character, and then she has her like fish. She can have a blubfish! Why did I not think of this earlier? A blubfish. One of these guys. She's caught a blubfish. They're always happy. All the time. So let's see. If we've got... Let me just thumbnail one more time here. Okay. I think we got it. Right here. I might even fit it into that circle. That's kind of cool. Let me see. Got like a circle. Is that a circle? Then we have our character. So I want like the fish here and the girl here. Like they've just met. Like they're gonna be best friends now. They didn't realize they needed each other till this random moment. We need her body. I want it to be kind of like swooshy. So like she's holding her fishing rod, maybe comes up like this. And then the line comes around like that maybe. Got that ball cap. Maybe bring the character up a little bit higher. So they're like maybe here. That way I have more room for the body. Some arms coming down here to hold the fishing pole. And I think I'm gonna leave this circle, the wood texture, and then maybe color in this outside bit. Can't forget that vest. It's so important. How did I forget to drop the legs? I got so obsessed with the top half of her body. It's a little smaller than I wanted. Is it worth erasing and restarting? I can't really see as much body in her character design as much as I would like. Yep, I'm going for it. I hope I don't miss you. Because I really like that sketch, it's just too small. Let me just try and draw way bigger. Get some legs in here. Ooh, maybe her arms are coming this way as she reels it in. There's so many scribbles I'm not entirely sure what's going on anymore. Put some hooks in her hat. I don't think that's where they put them. I think they put them here. I haven't drawn a blobfish in a while. This is so fun. Yes. Come to me, baby. We'll work on him a little later. Little splash particles. Trying to figure out how you actually hold a fishing pole. That leg might be a little long, but I really like the angle of it. Let's see, this is torso, hip. Okay, here. And that's our problem. These lines right here. Do something a little more like this. Not sure if you can see that. Let me darken the important lines here. Might wanna try to figure out where I want this leg. I really like this one. I feel like it follows the flow of the character really nice. Might have to shorten her sleeves a little. Otherwise they're gonna get lost in this pose. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Okay, so we have this fishing pole. Fishing rod thing. Oh, changing these hands. Pull this one up a bit. But this arm I need to figure out. Well, that's not too bad. And the fishing pole can end right here. That way we don't go off the edge of the canvas. Definitely something I want to avoid. This feels a little Casey Golden, doesnn't it? And I'm using one of her favorite art supplies too. It's kind of funny. I honestly am kind of in love with just the pencil on the wood texture. I would hang something like this up if it had a little bit more tone in it, which I haven't done yet. Maybe some rain boots. Ooh, they could be bright red rain boots. Bend the fishing pole just a little, so it looks like there's some tension there. And I'm just gonna clean up this sketch so I know where everything is before I start adding in color. Fix any last minute things. I have a feeling I should probably draw everything and then add the fishing pole last, since these are an opaque art supply. That would actually work. I'm gonna remove some tangents over here. Pull that down a little. Alright, I think I've got most of this down. I'm gonna start with some of the simple things, like eyeballs. Alright, we're done. And if we can still see pencil underneath, we can always do another coat once it's all dry. Ooh, it's much easier to blend these on this wood. They don't like soak in. Oh, I tried to take advantage of that. Look at that! Nice. Look at that leg! How did I do? Ooh, I can outline it. Since we're drawing much larger than I did in the sketchbook, I can actually use these pens for some liner here. Look at those pants! This is working! Art gets me so excited! There you go, got her little pants. Next up she has a green hat. And probably a green vest. Haven't thought about it. I haven't actually colored her vest before. Let's try mixing that blue with the green a little. Works. Yeah, yellow's definitely the least opaque. Probably gonna need a couple coats of this one. Yeah, so let that dry and then come back to that one. Oh shoot, that was blue. Guess she's just gonna have some blue teeth. I can go over that again later, actually. Nothing's permanent, really. Oh yeah, second layer, baby. That makes a huge difference. Look at that. Blue back there for shading, and then try and blend that out. Make it that really deep purple. Ooh, yee. Alright, now how did I do? I think I just did a red dot. And then grabbed the white. And just blended that out. And I got this cute pink! It's a little bit too bright, maybe. Add a little more red to all three. Not sure I just colored the neck pink. That was a bad idea. I don't like it. I'm gonna add another layer of yellow though. It's still not quite as vibrant as I want. See if I can add some white shine to make those look a little bit more rubber. Add some liner here to the face. Also the mouth here. Alright, then we need some green stripes here on her shirt. Not sure what color I want the vest to be. It'd be kind of cool if I could mix green and yellow with it. Or I could also go red, since we have red at the top and the bottom of our design so far. Sometimes this black pen just like explodes and then seeps into the like grain of the wood, which isn't really a pretty look. That's really the only problem I'm having with the Posca pens on the wood. Gonna let that dry a little bit, then erase some of that pencil. And while we're at it, we can work on blobfish over here. That's kind of the color I was planning the vest being. So this is actually a good way of studying that. Start here. Then blend that into green. Then I could take yellow. And then I probably just need to use line art to separate this from the shirt, since it's so similar. Oh, and then we wanted that patch on her knee here. A bit of green. Blend that out. It's a little awkward, but it'll do. Definitely haven't perfected the no need for line art phase. Let's add some like water droplets. Mix those with white. Give them a little shimmer. How do you paint water? I always have to like think back to Avatar. That's like my only reference for cartoon water. Is it dry over here yet? I want to erase all that pencil. I'm nervous to push too hard. It's a fishing pole. Maybe I'll use white. Let me make sure it's actually white. Then follow this line. Boom! We have a fishing line. Might have to go over that again because it looks very transparent. I haven't used the brush pen. Maybe I can use that for the fishing pole. If I don't like it, I can always put a color on top, I suppose. Ooh, I actually do really like this. It's nice and smooth. There we go, we found the line. And I could just darken that up. Some of that texture. And we also, since fishing poles have a line that goes all the way down to the bottom here, where the reel is, I'll have to wait for that to dry and then add the rest of the line there. But while I'm waiting, I might start filling in the background with our dark blue, since I didn't actually use that for anything. Let's start with dark blue, maybe go to light blue over there. I don't know, we'll see. This could be a disaster. I just want to have a like really large flat colored area though, so maybe look how even that looks. That is wonderful. That is probably the #1 quality of Posca pens. It's just your ability to get that flat opaque color. Like not all the colors do it in one go, but some of them, when it does, love it. I haven't decided whether this was a good idea or not. The plan was to get lighter at the top, but then I forgot. So got just this dark blue throughout the whole thing. And the circle's a little off center. Oh, it's really obvious when it was like this. Actually looks kind of cool. I don't hate that at all. Okay, where's the lid's on this. I do want to add some more white, although it'll go like bloop to here, bloop, then inside here, kind of like that. Oh, and then I also wanted to clean this brush, go over this line again, just make it a little bit more opaque. I'd even go over that. Got some more water splashes here and there. Cute. Oh, we also got to give little blowfish a mouth. That looks silly. Yeah, makes me think of a little bit of a Rockwell painting. Interesting random pattern. Okay. Now I just need to wait for some things to dry, and I'm gonna add those final touches. Alright, this looks like it's dry now, so I can take, what did I want? I wanted to write fishing. Be all cheesy. Fish. That looks dumb with the foot in the way. Here, we can add an exclamation point. And then maybe highlight the eyes a little, add a second coat. Just do a little touch up here and there, especially where the line art had just kind of jumped around. Maybe even add a white border here and there. Oh, that is blue. Come on. Oh, I didn't add line art to this eyeball. That's why this looks silly. Oh, I also added color to the sides there so that it can like hang on the wall, you know? I'm gonna try adding a white border to this circle. I just feel like it needs something. Boop, 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 boop. I wish the wood grain was a little bit more obvious. It kind of just looks like a peachy color. But other than that, I don't know, I kind of like it. It's definitely outside of my comfort zone, and that's really what these subscription boxes do to me a lot. It's just, here's an art supply you don't ever use. Make something with it. And I'm like, ah! And this is what I came up with. I didn't really use this a lot because brush pens and me just don't get along. But I do think it's really cool, and it has a lot of like potential for someone who knows how to use a brush pen properly. For me, I'm too nervous to like mess everything up with it. Some of the sketches we created today. Let me know what you drew if you were drawing along as well. I love reading about what you guys are up to. Yeah, this is what I came up with for today. I do want to thank you guys all for coming along with me as I created this here. I also want to thank Paletteful for sending me this box to try out. I will have a link in the description if you'd like to check out Paletteful and see if it's something that might be right for you. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys all next week, and I hope you have a delicious evening full of waffles. Bye!